Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Hello there. Would you like to learn more about the Research Society of Happy Smiles? Is the weight of work and stress in your life crushing you? Check out the Research Society of Happy Smiles.
So, this free?
Rest assured, the only thing joining our Research Society will cost you is a bit of your precious time. We've set up a venue near Dovebrook, where we offer free psychological counseling and living assistance to all visitors. All our services are provided free of charge.
I had a friend who passed away, and he mentioned you before. He told me that if I ever ran into trouble, the kind people at the Research Society would help me.
Your friend passed away? How terribly sad. But the words he left you have illuminated your path in life.
He told me that if I joined the Research Society of Happy Smiles, I could get rid of my suffering forever and be eternally happy. That true?
Of course it's true. Just look at the society we live in. Everyone's suspicious and dismissive of one another, and willing to take dangerous risks just for a little pleasure, for a thrill. Did you hear about how a streamer took over Graphia Academy and was trying to spread a memetic virus through the internet? And over in Dovebrook, gang violence erupted and left a pile of corpses in its wake. Oh, may the Master of Elation save us all. The Research Society was founded with the sole purpose of healing humanity's incurable inner pain. Following Aha's creed, we aim to spread laughter across the mortal coil and eliminate all suffering. Of course it's possible! For this is a world blessed by the god of elation, where Aha has granted us the right to happiness. Have either of you heard about the tragedy of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago? Oh, that won't do it all. You're the Astral Express's superstar. There's a ton of things you need to look into before joining the Phantom Moon Games. There was an awful accident during the last Phantom Moon Games, and many people lost their loved ones and children. It was as if a hole that could never be filled had been drilled into their hearts, leaving only sorrow to accompany them for the rest of their lives. To escape their suffering, these people who had lost their loved ones gathered together and established a mutual support association. This was the Research Society of Happy Smiles' predecessor. It's now been well over a decade, and the Research Society continues to help more and more people emerge from the darkness in their lives and step into a brighter, happier future. Come to think of it, it would be most wonderful if a distinguished person like yourself were also interested in our Research Society. Should you find yourself with a moment to spare, please come and visit our Mutual Aid Society.
Well, if it isn't the Astral Express's superstar, of course it's you. Looks like we really were bound to run into each other. Perish the thought! You're the hero who just saved Duo Mention City. Laying a hand on you would spark public outrage. I'm here to do my job. Problem is, you've gone and messed up my investigation. Here I was, pretending to be a broke passerby to infiltrate this shady research society. You should have ignored me, but no, you acted like some approachable celebrity waltzing into a supermarket, hijacking my conversation with their recruiter. Now, with a star like you here, I can't even test the waters anymore. You must have heard about the Sinuish Syndicate killings in Dovebrook, right? The lead I'm following might be connected to this research society of happy smiles. But I'll stop there. Not like you're going to pay for my intel, and none of this is any of your business anyway. And based on your social circle, you wouldn't be talking about the poor IPC sap who was unlucky enough to planning to avenge him? Oh. So your next miracle will be executing the Herald of Death. Can't say I'm surprised.
Be careful. The murderer is the Herald of Death. He's dangerous.
Oh, thanks for your concern. Oh, even so, it's my duty to solve the case. Doesn't matter if nobody pays me. I'll still find the killer. A fool I happen to be on fairly good terms with. Revenge killings or turf wars. Wouldn't be unusual for gang members to die like that, but dying at the hands of some psycho who kills for kicks? No matter where you are in the cosmos, which era, regardless of how civilization, like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Hey, guess which lucky girl just managed to snag the last copy in the whole store? Oh, who's this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ashvale, the famous detective. You could say your friend and I are acquainted through past clashes. Oh, my. Celebrities truly are heartless.
First time I've ever heard anyone introduce themselves as a famous detective. Mr. Ashvale? Why are you...
Young lady, you're holding a copy of Fluffy across the blue.
Well, give it to you! This was the last copy in the store, you know.
Oh, I see. Of course. I'm not asking you to give it away for free. I'll pay for it. The retail price is 300 credits.
Hey, mister, this isn't about the money.
Because it was the last one on the shelves. True. The last item in stock is like the final slice of cake on the plate. The last prey animal on the plains never fails to stir our urge to seize it before anyone else. So, 30,000 credits. How about that? That's my final offer. I'm not exactly rolling in money here. Truth is, I'm actually buying it for that foolish friend of mine. Hey, the one who died. Today is his farewell ceremony. I thought I'd buy him his favorite comic to pay my respects. He'd always be rambling on about some raccoon with a baseball bat, and how the journey of the express would never end, that kind of stuff. I heard those stories so many times, it felt like my ears were gonna fall off. But, after all that fuss, I completely missed the chance to buy it. Every store around here is sold out.
Oh, that's enough. My poor little heart can't handle sob stories like that. Here, Mr. Ashvale, take the comic.
Oh, thank you very much for the comic, young lady. Here's the 30,000 credits. Ooh, that's promise. I heard you're the real-life inspirations for the characters. Since you're here...
Unbelievable.
Thank you both. If Kostat could see this from where he is now, I'm sure he'd be smiling down on us. As a token of my gratitude, I'd like to give you a friendly word of caution, little girl. I know you plan to target the Herald of Death and cement your heroic image. However, all eyes will be on you during the Phantom Moon Games. On such a public stage, discretion would be wise. Because when the masses see your magnificent miracles and wield your extraordinary power, fear and jealousy could turn their wish power into wish you ill power at the drop of a hat. Forgive the expression, but you get what I mean. So, whatever plans you might have for this Herald of Death, why not leave the whole messy affair of revenge to someone who couldn't care less about winning or losing? Like me. Just like this comic, I'm dead set on getting him.
Is he an acquaintance of yours?
He's just some weird detective who was passing by.
It's nearly time for Perlux Corp to pick us up. We should get going.
Absolutely insane. Did you see the post I shared? Hey, you hear the news? There was a supplicant battle at Graphia Academy.
Yeah, I saw it. The online forums are already blowing up.
The supplicant called Sparksy. How terrifying! Actually using live streams to spread mimetic viruses. Peons, that's just evil! I can't believe the Department of Aberration Defense is letting—
I heard her livestream got permabanned. Good thing that Nameless from the Astral Express acted—
I wonder what the next supplicant will do.
Have you read the new chapter of Fluffy Across the Blue?
Blurry QR code is the GOAT!
What happened in the newest issue?
No spoilers!
Time passes so quickly.
Have you read the new chapter of Fluffy Across the Blue?
Sorry, I'm not into comics for kids.
They just released the official concept art for that giant—
That mech design is totally unrealistic. What's so great about it?
Do you have the slightest clue how to talk to other people? Do you?
Hey, relax. Now, if we were talking about a fusion between Daybreak Squadron and the Raccoon, that would totally get my attention.
Wow! You are unbelievably childish!
Just how is it?
Have we tried every single eatery around here?
Well, we're here. So where are they? I don't see anyone in IPC uniform.
This is the time we agreed on, no mistake about that. Maybe they got held up in
Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. It is my honor to escort you on your visit to headquarters.
Mechatron?
I am guard number 100086, created by Perlux Corp, a security specialist from the business division. My designated human name is Faerun, said to derive from an ancient language meaning iron. I'm truly honored to hear you say so.
So, what are we...
According to the instructions given to me by Madame Pearl's secretary, there is still...
Well, now, how did I not see this coming? Looks like we're going to...
it's you again.
Hey, Mechatron, what's the plan? Do we hop into your cockpit, or are you gonna give us all a piggyback while you fly?
Your ride is ready. Please, take your...
Whoa! Now that's what I call a custom...
Your ride isn't your run-of-the-mill business car, but a customized, made-to-order vehicle used especially for receiving guests.
Sorry. This might come across as a bit insensitive, but I have to ask. Can Faerun actually fit in the driver's seat?
Of course not. I'll be driving and monitoring this vehicle remotely. Please, take your seats.
Now that is astonishing.
Wow, that's one massive...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the headquarters of the Perlux Corp.
Back when Himeko said this was an entertainment company, I knew their headquarters wouldn't be some ordinary old office building. But this is way too much. That giant robot statue? This place is totally like some supersized mecha hangar.
You're absolutely right. In accordance with the vision of our founder, our lobby was intentionally constructed as you see it now. To realize dreams that far exceed what consumers imagine has always been Perlux Corp's core design philosophy, and we have never strayed from it. If any of you are familiar with our company's works, you may recognize this as...
Mechatron Warrior Series, the Daybreak Squadron's base of operations.
Looks like Mr. Yang here is quite a fan of our company's animated works. Now, Madame Pearl would like to invite everyone from the Astral Express to take a tour before your official meeting begins. She has arranged for a member of our staff to accompany you, so please, wait here.
I understand, Mr. Faerun. Thank you for escorting us all.
Well then, I'll take my leave. This way, Detective.
See you around, everyone.
Oh, really? Pearl wants us to look around here before the meeting? That seems kinda weird.
Could it be related to her proposed collaboration? Perhaps this is her way of introducing her other identity.
It's all good as long as we get a chance to look around. That works for me. Mr. Yang! Over here, quick, come on!
Looks like March's inner explorer has been awakened again. Let's not wander too far this time, shall we?
Mr. Yang, isn't this your favorite giant robot? I don't know what to say, except...
I saw it. Please, just keep it down. We're here as their guests. We should be careful about what sort of impression we... Looking more closely, it appears many of this Mechatron's components were never installed. Oh, what a shame. I was hoping to see it finished, to see the completed Mechatron. Imagine how it would look in motion. What a glorious sight that would be.
Really? In that case, Mr. Yang, let's hear it. Which one's stronger? This giant robot, or that Arahato you designed back when you were an animator?
Seeing as we're on someone else's property, comparing robots from different works would be most disrespectful to the creators themselves. Arahato is an animation all about robots, while Daybreak Squadron is a live-action hero drama.
Oh, what a stereotypically textbook mature answer.
My days of being a hot-headed young man are well behind me, so please, cut this mature old man some slack, would you? We don't usually come to a place this cool. So why don't the three of us take a photo under this...
Now we're talking. Let me set the self-timer, so we can all get in the...
Oh, standing below a huge Mechatron like this is just incredible.
Looks like Mr. Yang's still young at heart after all.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Where did this extra person in the photo?
Ghost? But it's daytime. Who are you?
Wow, this truly is a magnificent face. Oh, it's nothing like how it looks on the news. Being able to see it up close feels almost surreal. Am I too close? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm not great with personal space. Sorry. It's impossible not to stare at a face this amazing. Oh, right, I forgot to show you my ID. Right, here we are. I'm Nihilux, and I work at Parallax Corp's Imagenesis Technology Department. I'm a P-30 agent who works for the IPC. Just a slightly higher-ranking workhorse, that's all. Not on the same level as those big shots from the Strategic Investment Department, who you folks usually do.
So, what brings you here?
Madam Pearl sent me to the lobby to pick you up. All of you are famous super cosmic level heroes whose faces have been all over the news more times than I can count. So, of course, I recognized you right away and just couldn't help rushing over here to snap a selfie with you. Hope you don't mind.
I see. Well, then, hello, Miss Nihilux.
Hello, everyone. Starting now, I'll be your tour guide, taking you on a comprehensive and in-depth tour to every single must-visit place in this building. From the Mechatron Imagenesis that managed to pique Mr. Yang's interest, to Miss March's favorite fluffy across the blue merchandise, I'll reveal all the secrets behind our hottest products.
Oh, seriously? I can't wait!
Of course I'm being serious. If there's anything you want to see, learn about, or even get your hands on along the way, anything at all, just let me know. Why don't we head to the gift shop first? I'll get you all some souvenirs.
Hey, wait. This isn't right. Isn't this pom-pom?
Oh, wow! Oh, that's some really fine craftsmanship.
This is a toy model of Alloy King Pom Pom, which hasn't been officially released to the market yet. But just you wait. You'll see even cooler toys coming up later.
Are you sure there's no copyright issue with this thing?
Actually, this is Pom Pom from Fluffy Across the Blue, which is totally unrelated to the Pom Pom from Astral Express. King Pom Pom and Pom Pom are different characters. You really shouldn't be making cross-franchise comparisons. Speaking of souvenirs for the Express, I bet nothing could be more perfect than this toy. I have a small favor to ask. Would you mind taking a photo with me by that headless Mechatron statue over there? And maybe signing the photo too. I'd love to leave it as a memento for the staff at Pearl. If you're willing, I can pull a few strings and use my access privileges to give you all the gold-plated prototype of the yet-to-be-released King Pom Pom Alloy Armor 999, the only one in the entire universe. Just give it a thought.
A one-of-a-kind souvenir in the entire universe? Our conductor... it's all up to you.
Come on, let's go. Squadron 2. The officially licensed...
Man, and Mechatron in perfect...
I'm ready. I love this one so much.
And don't forget about that exclusive gift you promised.
You bet. In fact, I'll throw in a normal edition for each one of you as hush money. Come on, let's head to checkout.
Crush mediocrity and rise to greatness. The ultra-movable Magico Mechatron on sale soon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I love giant Mechatrons. And giant Mechatrons love safety and comfort. Please avoid running and move through the area.
How are you doing? It's my pleasure to serve you.
I'd like to present each of our 3 distinguished guests from the Astral Express with an...
Sure, you got it. For the gift expense record, could you please provide your...
Please charge these expenses to this employee.
This is...
After all, you are esteemed guests invited by Madame Pearl herself.
I see. Please wait a moment. Your Alloy King Pom Pom is all packed up. Would you like to take it with you, or shall we use our delivery service?
Since we still have the tour to go through, please just have it delivered to the Astral...
No problem. Hope you enjoy your visit here.
Now that the gifts are done, I'll take you to the Mechatron Design Lab.
This is the part I've been looking forward to the most.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Parallax Corp. All Mechatron units displayed in the exhibition area are of
You're the... No way! You're Miss Raccoon! No, that's not right. You're oh, from the Astral Express. Wow!
Hi. I actually prefer to be called...
How lucky to meet 3 members of the Express crew at once. I'm a huge fan of you all, especially my senior. I haven't missed a single episode of Fluffy Across...
How could this guy say he likes you more than me to my face? Good thing I'm...
Don't worry, March. It's hard to tell if people in this world love the real Express crew or...
I don't just follow the Fluffy series. I've been keeping tabs on all your adventures in Bellabog, the Cienjo, Penacony, and Emphorius. Though, it's such a shame that... Oh, right! I just rewatched the scene where the Trailblazer embarked on another trailblazing expedition in Holy Grail Stay Night. Oh, you're... Such modesty from a legendary hero. What a stellar... Oh, right. I have a precious trash can in my collection at home. If I'd have known I'd meet my scene, could I ask for your autograph? If that's okay with you.
Oh, you're acting exactly like me from 10 minutes ago. Don't worry, she won't fly away just yet. As for you, you've been chattering away nonstop.
Sorry, I'm Warrior Cinderborn from Daybreak Squadron. And my real name... Well, my real name doesn't matter. Just call me Cinderborn. If you're not in a hurry, would you mind chatting with me for a bit? I'm here today to test a Mechatron's performance and do some advertising shoots while I'm at it.
Full Wish TV and Parallax Corp have always been partners. Even the squad's transformation Mechatron is the more popular Daybreak Squadron's drama becomes, the more wish power flows into the
I'm just a small-time actor playing a hero on TV. And like my senior's deeds inspired me, Daybreak Squad recently, Full Wish TV got approval from the Department of Aberration Defense. So now, the magical Mechatron Daybreak Warriors from the show can operate in reality. My friends and I are just honored to fight alongside...
Sorry. I didn't quite understand.
How should I put this? My teammates and I are both actors and real masked heroes. Whenever disaster strikes the city...
Daybreak Squadron is the most popular superhero drama in Full Wish TV's Mechatron Warrior series, following the story of young heroes fighting alongside Mechatrons against the Shadow Slither to...
I never expected Mr. Yang to be so...
After all,
I'm truly... Oh, sorry for taking up your precious time. If the crew hasn't visited the combat testing area yet, I'd like to volunteer myself as my senior's opponent for the test. The hero of the Astral Express gracing us with guidance and leaving some data would surely make the staff here very happy.
Oh, what perfect timing! The combat testing area is also part of today's tour.
That's the way to fame for ya. Don't...
Honestly, that's my weakness. Can't allow myself to let adorable kids down. First, have everyone take part in the assembly process for the Mechatron in the control room. Then, using this Mechatron as a template, we'll build a smaller unit for her so she can try out the combat test program. So, follow me, everyone.
How can I help you? Meow.
Nothing but a boy.
Time to twirl!
Open sesame. Watch it crawl.
This is Perlux Corp's Mechatron Imagenesis Design Lab. 15 years ago. Today, Mechatrons have become the... You could say that Mechatrons... Imaginae, such as Mechatrons, which can be produced and discontinued at will, are the perfect residents for plain Arcadia, and perhaps the perfect IPC employees too. In some people's eyes, being able to create an infinite army of Mechatrons would be even better. Say, dear guests, do you know what the first step is to creating an Imaginae in plain Arcadia? Sorry, but they're out of the service area right now. Actually, it's about drawing the physical form. Drawing the physical form means humans using brushes to give shape to fictional beings. which was originally the domain. But here, collective creation.
Oh, to think that even Imagenesis, a skill is...
That's nothing. Our company aims to create 2 billion mechatrons for social production and public service.
That's a staggering number. But can the wish power of the people...
That's why Perlux Corp keeps churning out animations and hero shows one after another. In other places, these are just entertainment. But here, all of this shall serve Madame Pearl's grand goals and ideals. All right, back to square one. First step, let's go print the Mechatron structure blueprint.
Please adjust the Mechatron design parameters according to your needs. Mechatron assembly blueprint updated. Processing. Printing.
Could it be that no matter how much I adjusted, the final... Your suspicion makes sense. But please answer my question first. Which do you prefer? The sense of achievement that comes from hard work? You got that right. The fully automated Imagenesis blueprint design system perfectly matches your needs. You can meticulously adjust every parameter. Oh, amazing, right? Just like how the inventors on planet Skrullum used to ask themselves if all their inventions were already pre-recorded in the Supreme Punch Tape.
Printing complete. Please retrieve your blueprint.
What you just said is the answer. It's not about the results of creation, but the elation we experience in the process.
Oh, hello. But please, show me your Mechatron assembly blueprint. No problem. The blueprint has been recorded. The Mechatron part...
No. March and I will just watch you play from the side.
Now then, please follow my guidance to complete the Mechatron assembly. This experience mainly involves assembling 3 parts. Go for it, little raccoon! Assemble the Magico Mech...
All right, everyone. I'm heading out.
The first step of assembly is to remove each part from the frame, one by one. Nippers, hobby knife, sandpaper, sanding stick. Perlux doesn't provide any of these. But don't worry, the explosive device will solve all your problems. Just step on it, bravely. may look brutal, but it leaves no burrs. And that's the magic that we at Parallax Corp are so proud of. Next, please activate the mechanical maintenance arm and align it with the shoulder joint base to connect the arm. Good. We're done with the arm for now. Next, activate the mobile maintenance rack and adjust the mech armor to the shoulder armor panel position. Just like before, the first step is to remove the parts from the frame. Artificial gravity field adjusting. Please exercise caution. Activate the thruster and push the shoulder armor towards the unit interface. beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This giant Mechatron is truly the soul of Perlux Corp. Now, for the final part. Please install the Daybreak blade on its back. Aim at the mounting point on the back, and fire! Awaken! Daybreak blade! Mission accomplished. The colossal Mechatron you built with your own hands will now stand proudly in the center of this hall. The great hero of the Astral Express has graced this place, left behind a blueprint, and even contributed their own inspiration to the completion of the Mechatron statue. What outstanding promotional material this is for the marketing. Department. A new hero is born right here. Step forth, Miss Little Raccoon, and become the guardian of Plain Arcadia.
Powerful wish power supply entity detected. Initiating link. Mechatron synchronization rate 15%.
Assembly complete. Could the next step be?
That's right. With the completion of the Mechatron assembly, it's time for some heart-pounding combat.
Mechatron synchronization rate 39%. 42%.
Your little fanboy, Cinderborn, is eagerly awaiting some pointers from you. While we can't power up this big guy, I've printed a small unit. Now it's time to show you. I merged with the Mechatron? Why, of course. It's the combat test. Look, those dazzling colors are like an express train traversing through the stars. Enhanced full body armor. A steadfast shield for the people! Ah, what a powerful strike! That's our hero, Little Raccoon! This strike carries the hope of all citizens! Yeah! What? Our hero got blocked by an illegal building! City, what are you doing? Choice left. Smash it to pieces, hero! Just focus on dealing with the city's crisis and let Madame Pearl worry about the compensation. Duo Mention City has made it through the worst of it! Hero, do even monsters that were hiding here seem to have been reduced to nothing?
Could it be the one and only Trailblazer of the Astral Express walking towards us? Galactic Baseballer! We've been expecting you.
Although the giant shadow crisis in Duo Mention City has been dispelled, the real battle for you and the Daybreak Squadron is only just beginning. As the old and new generations of superheroes, you will face off here to determine the victor!
Forged by raging fire, burn away the darkness, the star that sets the world ablaze! Blaze Weaver! Soaring through the skies, slings of lightning! From the blue heavens descend, Azurewing!
Shatter the eternal night. Light blazing bright. The radiant bow of hope. Dawn Lance!
Cut through despair. Unyielding blade of steel. Edge that never fades. Cinderborn. You can do it, friend.
Darkness wanes, and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises! This is an official challenge from the Daybreak Squadron. Great hero, if we defeat you, we hope you'll accept our invitation to become the honorary Phantom 5th member of the Daybreak Squadron and help us safeguard the peace of...
Pink, green, we've got tons of colors. You can set any...
Hey, Greg, didn't you have something to tell your hero? Now's your perfect chance!
My friend, you know what? Every time I transform into a Mechatron, I imagine So I'll give it my all from now on. Please don't hold back.
Now then. Let's settle this on the horizon, where the vengeance moon rises! Let the two of us see what you're made of.
Come on! One and only Trailblazer! Come slow!
Be here, you might!
Out of my way!
I shall bring judgment! Become! as expected of the Astral Express hero. Oh, so powerful!
Hello! Here, boss. Great. I'll leave the rest to you.
The honor is mine to cross blades with you.
As heroes, we'll never back down! Leave it to me! How would you estimate me? We'll unite as one! Watch this!
Don't underestimate me! This strike contains all my respect! Bring it on!
What? Even the invincible little raccoon is reaching. Listen, those are the people's wishes. Power convert.
Everyone's wishes. I've received them all. Trailblaze, infinity!
You really got into character. Huh? Were we just don't tell me you actually thought you were fighting them in a real city. That ain't gonna happen. It doesn't matter if it was a real fight or a fake one. What matters is your experience. Did you have fun? The user gave us a 5-star review. Thank you for your kind feedback. Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat lesson, it appears. Why don't you... Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat...
I feel like Mechatrons with cat ears would really take off.
Apparently, we can be the grayscale models and...
As expected of my senior, that was awesome! My life is...
Before joining Daybreak Squadron, Gray had always been your fan.
That kid knows every story about the Astral Express like the back of his hand. And he's always looked up to you as his role model. Even as his leader, I'm nowhere near as important to him. What an amazing battle! Well, more than beating you, we were hoping Gray would leave a lasting impression. After all, being remembered by their idol is the highest form of praise for a fan.
I'm already satisfied, just knowing that the name is Cinder...
It's a shame, though. If she really could become the 5th member of our team, our recognition would rise even further. After all,
That's only because we haven't done anything truly heroic yet.
Don't worry. Given the state of Dual-Mention City... Yeah, just yesterday, I rescued 5 people from a gas explosion. Hope they recover soon and spread the word.
There you go again. Casually saying the strangest things. Like the Astral Express. We don't need to act to prove something so long as we stay true to our own path. Sooner...
Silly you. Is the Astral Express all you ever think about? Why don't you just go join the Express?
Come on. Don't make fun of me. I'm still just a rookie. How could I possibly be...
Anyone who perseveres in their own life is a hero indeed.
Thanks for your guidance, Trailblaze. And lastly, I wonder if you could take a picture with the rest...
Trailblazer, please, take...
Oh! My senior's so close to me that my heart's beating like crazy.
3.
Darkness wanes, and dawn awakens! The day breaks!
Time's about up. We should... Oh, right. Want to say goodbye to your big fan?
Yellow! You guys were amazing back there! If we record this for promo material...
What are you talking about? There's no way we could have beaten the Trail...
Well, it's not entirely impossible, I'd say. Ever since I converted, I feel like both my mind and body have become so much lighter. Gray, you really...
Gray, being a masked hero means facing all kinds of dangers. You definitely feel pretty bad if you couldn't contribute... Oh, looks like your idol's here to see you. We'll wait for you backstage.
Senior? Me? I'm fine. Totally fine. It was no surprise that you took us down with... It's me. I'm just too... weak. I'm always hesitant, whether it's a bit embarrassing to admit. But no one ever taught me the principles of how to live and behave growing up. I dropped out of high school pretty early and started hanging out with street gangs. But when I saw how scared those people were, I had this nagging feeling that maybe I was doing something wrong. Later, when I read about the Astral Express story online and learned about your legendary deeds, I finally... Now I too have a chance to become a hero like you. Together, with my brothers and sisters in the Daybreak Squad, but I'm just too weak. I don't have the...
Silly you. There are plenty of powerful ones in this cosmos, but not everyone with strength chooses to become a nameless. Your desire to fight for those around you, and your wish to bring smiles to others.
Thank you, Trailblazer. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Could you please sign that famous line? That's the one! That's exact...
Rules are boundaries. And anyone who pushes beyond those boundaries becomes, in a sense...
I'll remember today for the rest of my life. Goodbye, Trailblazer.
Well, that about wraps up today's tour. You're only realizing that now. That's your greatest advantage in joining the Phantom Moon Games. Indeed, rather than the power to rule this world directly, that individual draws even greater strength from Parallax. The stories and dreams spun by this enterprise are capable of steering the future of Plain Arcadia and of serving as the cradle for new Imaginae. Madame Pearl is waiting for you at the top of this building to discuss matters regarding the Phantom Moon Games. Let me give you a little reminder. The rules of Phantom Moon Games have never required any competition between supplicants. As an IPC employee, I've said far too much. Your friends are waiting for you in the hall. You should go meet up with them. Don't...
Apparently, we give you the great deal model. Over here! Over here!
The officially licensed Fluffy across the blue alloy king pom-pom is here.
Mr. Yang and I watched the whole thing on the screen. Not only did you assemble the Mechatron and give autographs to your fan, but you also got to live out your superhero fantasy. Did you have fun? Mr. Yang's looking at you with such loving eyes, like a parent watching a kid riding on a carousel at an...
Indeed. Seeing her so happy reminds me of my younger self. Though...
what are you talking about? Mr. Yang, you're still as young as ever. Oh, right. We've been wandering around here for ages and seen everything.
I understand everything she wanted to show us. There are just a few questions I'd like to confirm.
Miss Nihilux?
Ah, there you all are. We've been looking everywhere for you. The Secretary's office sent Agent Feld here to keep you company while you wait, but he said he couldn't find any of you.
Wait, if Mr. Feld is the one who's supposed to meet us, then who is Miss Nihilux?
Miss Nihilux?
Agent Nihilux, an IPC ranking P30, who works at Perlux Corp's Imogenesis.
P30? Imogenesis Technology Department? Since when did
Could she be some kind of corporate spy who snuck into the... Oh, this is a real mess. What are those security guards even doing? Distinguished guests, are you hurt? Or did she trick you into giving her money or anything like that?
Why didn't you say? This lady seemed totally legit. She smoothly guided us around the place like a pro.
I need to report this to security right away. She can't have gone far. Let's catch her in the act.
Thank you for your help. Astral Express, please inform Madame Pearl that the 3 guests from the Express will arrive shortly.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Perlux Corp. All Mechatron units displayed in the exhibition area are available for purchase. For more information...
Pearl demonstrated the full process of creating a Mechatron army, based on what I saw.
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madame Pearl.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby involving someone impersonating a Perlux employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
We're fine. Don't worry about us. But how are things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech?
No, Perlux's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change... Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this was the result of someone's momentary impulse. Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting shadows of uncertainty over my plans.
Could you be referring to the Herald of Death?
"33 citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a Mask of Elation, died in an unexpected incident. This party has made overt threats to public order and is clearly challenging the IPC. Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. And I bear both responsibilities. As the executive officer of Plain Arcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantom Moon Games to a swift and safe conclusion. Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show the people of this world miracles of joy and happiness, instead of sorrow and rage during the Phantom Moon Games. Therefore, I'd like to hear the Express's request. Trailblazer, please, tell me. What's your ultimate goal for joining the Phantom Moon Games?
You mentioned earlier that you wanted to talk about the Phantom Moon Games with me?
I'd like to talk about our ultimate goal for participating in the Phantom Moon Games.
Got something in mind?
I think the rules and rewards for the Phantom Moon Games are a little too vague.
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago. These games allow supplicants to do anything, good or evil. As a result, what's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation. According to legends and historical records from Ahatopia, victors typically first witness the manifestation of Aha themselves. They listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. And the applications of this power seem to be boundlessly vast. When faced with countless choices, the situation becomes even more thorny than having no choice at all. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, how would this trip?
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power and ask them to be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
That's such a hilarious... I get it. That's actually a brilliant idea. To begin with, this is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's greatest threat is... Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face. Cooperating with the IPC while remaining wary of being drawn into its ambitions during the operation of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps AHA could stand behind the Astral Express. Just like our cooperation with the Xianzhou, where we could maintain distance from one another, while The only question is...
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind of god of games would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt. This is their IOU for the Express debt from when they were traveling with Akavilli, complete with their signature and seal. Passenger, use this to blackmail them. That one will definitely give in to your demands. Probably.
So, you're saying you want AHA to take on the leadership of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Logical this request is far too loud. If the universe is the mass as expected of the trip, however, I've joined as a supplicant. Not a single rule in the Phantasmoon games requires supplicants to engage in combat, so...
A plain Arcadia's administrator is...
At the same time, she has at her...
with money and power on her side. Wouldn't her...
As I previously proposed to Miss Himiko, I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express.
But the Astral Express isn't your own...
I have 2 other allies, and I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limited minute.
As we told you before, our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together. The Astral Express is not a lone supplicant. Since we have our own ally...
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask. Hypothesis. The Sinwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Cienjo's hands. Don't tell me. Yao Guang gave it to you guys?
That's right. 3 against 3.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations. But the conclusion seems unchanged. After all, as the administrator...
An IPC senior executive. Clean Arcadia's administrator. A member of the 10 Stonehearts. Joining the games personally. It certainly has an...
She's right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games. All they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the strings.
A sharp observation, I must say. Quite impressive.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madam Pearl, what is it that you seek to obtain from the Phantasmoon games at any cost?
What I see, I want to recreate.
Does that have something to...
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum. Art. At first, I was nothing more than a machine. Day after day, I studied. Graphia's ultimate creation was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Phantasmoon games.
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IP?
Both. The IPC?
Unfortunately, it seems we...
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our perspective and turn our attention to those 2 supplicants who haven't surfaced yet? These 2 individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked, we might see a repeat of the Herald of Death tragedy. I have a cooperation proposal that could help us gather intelligence on them, and I'm willing to share That is correct. But all you need before we move on to the details of our cooperation, would you like to take a short break and have some tea to wet your whistles? Or shall we continue? I was thinking of having Perlux Corp host an expo for the Astral...
Star Rail Fest? You mean hosting a fluffy across...
Correct, but not entirely. But what I want is an unprecedented Astral Express exhibition.
Are you trying to use this exhibition to lure those 2 unidentified supplicants out of hiding?
Huh? What if they're up to no good? Won't that just...
What could be more inspiring to the people of a world than standing face to face with heroes of the cosmos? That's an enormous amount of wish power. And the Astral Express is the very source from which this wish power originates. Together, we can create a miracle for all to witness in Arcadia devoted to the legends of heroes. I'll also get Full Wish TV and other mainstream media outlets involved for promotional cooperation. And in return, wish power will flow to you. Of this, I have no doubt. A wise choice. Before the Star Rail Fest officially begins, I have one more favor to ask of you all. I'd like the express crew.
Doesn't Perlux own the rights to the Fluffy?
Since their debut, this author has remained anonymous, never revealing their true identity in public. But if the real-life inspiration behind Now that we've reached an agreement, I'll leave it in your capable hands. My secretary will be in touch to keep all parties apprised. By the way, before you leave, please accept this small gift as a memento of our first collaboration. I've studied in detail the records of my colleagues' interactions with partners in Penacony, and I was particularly inspired by Aventurine's technique of giving small gifts that symbolize good fortune. So please, keep this chip with you as a symbol of good fortune for our future cooperation. Take care, everyone.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
As your private detective, I must warn you that a grand exhibition of unprecedented scale would make for a perfect opportunity to reenact the...
I understand. That's why I have a mission for you. Protect the Nameless.
You actually think they would need my protection with their strength?
Hidden beneath each extrapolation, tiny signals of unease keep bubbling up to my thought. Now that you've taken up the map.
Before we talk about payment after the Herald of Death incident, the victims' families collectively... Here's the interesting part. It was you, the omnipresent IPC. To be precise, it was the IPC's technology department.
Following the usual human drama tropes, am I supposed to give you a round of applause now? Being able to dig up all this information really shows your connections and capabilities, Detective Ashvale.
In movies, a big shot like you would usually raise a hand right about now, revealing the dark muzzle of a gun. I'm afraid you've learned too much. And bang! That's when the gun goes off. And I, the poor sap who...
Sorry, my hand is on the...
It's not about the money.
Indeed, money isn't the issue. 100...
Are you trying to buy me off like some...
300 million?
I'm not your lackey.
500 million? I could pretend there's a glitch in my calculation process and make it a cool billion for me.
I want the answer.
Oh. An unexpected choice. It defies my usual, and the answer is... I don't know much. Hard to believe, perhaps. But as the Herald of Death affair lies 15 years in the past, this world is like an unfinished game of chess that's been dragging on for years. The hidden moves laid by the previous player keep becoming my challenges. Even today.
But since you've invited me to finish this game together...
Reasonable. I'll share what I know about the answer. Marcus Antali, the Herald of Death. Miss Yabali, head of the technology department, took possession of his belongings. And even I don't have the clearance to access those records.
No wonder. So, that guy was practically IPC personnel, give or take. That also explains why the technology department shelled out the compensation. Yeah?
A serial killer coming back from the dead is the least of our worries. Even if a serial killer does come back to life, he's still just a serial. What's more concerning is this. Someone wants to exploit the legacy of the Herald of Death. Miss Yobeli took away everything that man left behind, except for the fear he instilled in the... And during the Phantasmoon Games, not only can miracles trigger wish power, but fear, too. Based on my extrapolations, the apparent...
No wonder you're in such a...
Mr. Ashvale, I've always respected you. But right now, I need to rely on your...
Respect. When I was younger... Deal, Madam Pearl. But I will require one more form of compensation. Whoever this new Herald of Death is, I must deliver justice.
By the authority vested in me, go ahead and do what you must.
My friend, I don't blame you, but I'm done being a breathing dead weight. So do me a favor and pay me back for that drink with...
Just do it, you coward! Let me die as a Galaxy Ranger before I turn into a monster of abundance!
Blah. Shoot me. I beg you.
My Skybo above. May you...
Not knowing who you are, not knowing why you exist here. In ancient times, humanity's daily goal was to obtain 2,000 calories of food. But now, in an era where you can get food delivered to your door... Tell me, will the Phantasmoon Games bring a new direction to this world, Ashvale?
What's wrong with getting food with just the tap of your finger? Well, don't tell me you want to go back to the days when everyone was 2,000 calories are pointless, but just for survival. It's the goals beyond 2,000. I'm just a detective. Ask me such a profound question again next time, and I'll charge extra.
My apologies. I just heard you joined the Phantasmoon Games and couldn't resist asking for your thoughts. You've met Madame Pearl, huh?
She dumped this hot potato of the Herald of Death on me.
On us. Judging by your expression, it seems less like a hot potato and more like a sweet fruit.
Because I have a lead now. I think the key lies in the word copycat. To prevent copycats, you kept the Herald of Death's modus operandi from 15 years ago under wraps. Which means...
There's only a few people who could reproduce this killing method with such precision. The investigators from the Security Bureau and the Department of Aberration Defense at the time, and those directly involved in the Herald of Death case.
Detective Kuchiba, I've heard that you've devoted considerable time to researching the crimes from the Phantasmoon Games.
So, I'm the prime suspect now. Is that it?
Just a bit of minor deduction. After all, murderers always love to return to the scene of the crime. Isn't it coincidental that you have...
That's not deduction. It's a conjecture at best. As for investigating those two categories, it's been 15 years. The relevant people and the victims' families have all gone their...
Yeah. After losing their loved ones in such a cruel way, their hearts were shattered. Many couldn't bear to stay in Dove. I remember seeing that in the case files you sent me. They even formed a mutual aid society for the victims.
I wonder, after all these years, have they managed to heal the wounds in their hearts?
Maybe they have. After all, they go by a new name now. The research...
Ah, you mean that charity with the...
Before he died, Costide mentioned that group to me. He said quite a few young people in the gang left without looking back, just to join them. So I thought...
The Research Society of Happy Smiles. Sounds like they've turned over a new leaf. How could you call them rivals to the underworld?
I dug a little deeper into them, and found something interesting.
You mean your monkey dug up something interesting?
Okay. Mr. N dug up something interesting. Have you heard the name of the sponsor behind the Research Society? Her name's Full.
That name rings a bell. Wait, isn't she the boss of Full Wish TV? I think she was one of the survivors of Graphia Academy too. This is getting a little too coincidental. Just like every case you've accidentally cracked before.
Luck's a part of a detective's toolkit, too. Anyway, whether Full Wish is guilty or not, we won't know until we look into her. That's why I asked you.
Dovebrook District New Life Project. Public recruitment and mental healing seminar. Holding a seminar at a place meant to bury past trauma. The very site of 2 bloody incidents.
So what are we waiting for? It's time to drag Dovebrook District's old skeletons out into the light.
Are you talking? Yeah, I'm almost there.
I want more happiness.
This place is buzzing.
A rich person like Full Wish can make most people's wildest dreams come true with the snap of her fingers. I'm less curious about...
If money could really accomplish everything, the IPC wouldn't be eyeing this world. My bet, erasing history.
In past victory records, there have been countless and often bizarre instances. You have to understand. The Phantasmoon Games isn't...
That's quite alluring. Have you heard about the noblest worm Ahami?
Your knowledge of these unofficial records is enough to rival ours. Since you see things so clearly, Mr. Ash...
Miss Kuchiba, is that...
Fishing. Don't be... I'm guessing what you want goes beyond. If you were only out to avenge friends, with or without the Phantasmoon Games, someone like you would toss laws and decorum aside and do what needs to be done. So tell me, Mr. Ashvale.
Consider it a mystery. If I make it...
Well then, I'd be honored.
Daily life here fits like a tailored prison uniform. We're too long. Full Wish hasn't shown up yet. Let's talk with the members of the Research Society.
I got called into another chat with the boss today. Never thought he'd care about me this much.
Everyone is smiling at me. These days, I go home, change my baby boy's diaper, help my daughter with her homework, prepare tomorrow's lunch. And when Emma left me, you must have... When I look back, I realize I was someone who had it good. And I never understood.
Right? All thanks to Miss Foolish. Yesterday, during my tumor removal, the anesthesia wore off halfway through. I squinted and watched the doctors pull all kinds of things out of my stomach. There was this lump still twitching when they cut it out. I used to be too weak to even get out of bed. But after the society's treatment, I am almost ready to walk out of...
Isn't that amazing? Oh, Hey, did you two hear about this? You've come to the right person. My neighbor got a visit from their debt collectors. I saw the news too. Those parasites who ruined the peace, who kept people. Wait, they extorted you too? Something like that. Still owed their underboss tens of thousands of credits. So your debt's wiped clean.
Oh, we meet again. Hey, Lady Megatron. How have you...
Good. In the past, I struggled with mobility. I always had to work 3 or 4 times harder than the other Mechatron. A lot of Imaginae think factory-made types like me don't count as their own. And if every sentient being has a home, then even the scrapyard is close to me. But here, in the society, no one cares what I am or what I can do. They just see me as a normal person.
Congrats. You found your home.
Aha said the same. They and everyone here are my
Aha talks to you.
Of course! You mean you can't hear them? Guess you're not happy enough yet.
Don't worry. Once you join the society, you will.
Looks like it's about time. If the star of the show doesn't show up soon...
Everyone, please.
By the Master of Elation.
Very happy!
Thank you for your smiles. They're like lamps in the dark. So precious. But before we celebrate the elation, Let me share a memory, drenched in tears. It once dragged me into the abyss. Yet, as you all know, 15 years ago, during the Phantom Moon Games, the shadow cast by the Herald of Death, that day, I lost my parents after that. They're all that remained of my world. A door shut tight. Just hearing the words, Herald of... I even once thought the only escape was to follow the dead. Back then, I was just an empty shell, breathing. She didn't offer empty words of comfort. Child, she smiled at me. A warm. At the Mutual Aid Society, I saw countless souls scarred by fate. Some bore wounds beyond healing. And yet, what truly moved me wasn't the pain. It was how, beneath those scars, they still reached out to one another. They taught me something precious. The smiles passed from one another through mutual. Each time we share a true smile, it's as if we hear Allah's voice. And when that voice rings out, all suffering fades, all pain is healed, and everyone knows what true happiness. That's why the Research Society of Happy Smiles was founded. I will share this divine smile with all of you.
Oh, no more
Everyone, I have questions for you. When was the last time you... Minato, do you ever feel like your days are looping endlessly?
You're right.
Miss Bell Woods, you left school full of dreams, only to have your resume rejected.
Please.
And Taija did the cold exclusion at school and the indifference of the adults who should have cared. Built a wall?
Yes.
When we were born, no one had once. Our world was until the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation. They flooded us with dazzling material. Wish power has turned elation.
You said it. I end those useless
The IPC is nothing but a nest of vampires!
Miss Foolish, please tell us how to be happy!
Look around you. This land was once blessed by the Master of Elation. And yet now, do you remember the moment I found happiness again? It was when someone, even through their pain, they gave me that smile. A smile filled with blessings. That smile saved my life. So listen well. Join the Research Society of Happy Smiles. I'll help you rediscover the smile. Our mission doesn't end with finding our own smiles, while others pray to the eons for their own.
To fulfill our...
Yes. To still...
The speech is over. What's your take, Detective?
She's so...
Miss Fullwish, I'm Kuchiba from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'd like to have a chat with you.
Ah, I see.
So you were expecting us.
Oh, I heard the news. The entire Sinwish Syndicate massacred in Dovebrook District. Ah, such a cursed place. They may not have been saints, but I still pray for them. May their souls rest in peace.
Oh. How merciful of you. Though, rumor has it the Research Society of Happy Smiles had a few run-ins with them regarding recruitment, donations, turf. Sounds like plenty of reasons for conflict, don't you think?
Are you suggesting we had the Sinwish Syndicate killed? For conflicted interests?
Whoa, wait, that's not what I...
You know nothing about our finances. Every expense is covered by a charitable foundation established with the compensation from 15 years ago. We don't need a single... When I heard about this tragedy, I personally allocated... Tell me, Miss Kuchiba. Someone copied the Herald of Death and slaughtered dozens.
We never released that detail. How do you know someone's imitating the Herald of Death?
Isn't that what you've been waiting for? For the killer to... 15 years have passed. You don't seriously believe we're still living in an age where information can be sealed off at will, do you? From the very day the murders occurred, the news has... The Sinwish Syndicate paid a fortune for some ancient mask. And the next thing you know, they're all dead. The scene painted red with traces of the bloody bloom.
Please pay no attention to baseless rumors.
Rumors? And yet you're here. Otherwise, why do you suspect me? Only someone who knows the original case could recreate it so perfectly, right? Everyone! You heard our conversation. The Herald of Death has returned. He's here, in Deathbrook. He's slain the entire Sinwish Syndicate. He's back to relive the carnage of the Phantom Moon Games.
Oh, the Herald of Death? Didn't the officials declare him executed?
He's immortal? A demon? He's back for revenge! He'll take revenge on everyone. We're doomed!
Aren't gang members the very people who steal smiles from others? And isn't the best way to make bad people happy to erase them from the world?
Yeah, Sister Mechatron is right. Those thugs deserve...
Back from the dead? Lies! The IPC kept him alive to wield him as... You useless officials! 15 years ago, you failed to let him get away, and that's why he's back again now!
Everyone, there's no need to panic. Remember who you are. You are those who live beneath Aha's brilliance, who have claimed happiness and cast off the shackles of suffering. Once the Herald of Death fed on our fear, look at the smiles on the faces of those around you. There is no fear. The Research Society of Happy Smiles will patch this into your hearts. The happy do not...
What's going on? There's something very...
Yes, as long as we're happy enough, there's nothing to fear. We won't die.
Happiness is our weapon. Happiness will save this world. With happiness.
Silence!
My apologies, officers. I can't provide anything useful for now, but rest assured, I'll cooperate with any investigation from the Department of Aberration Defense, whether it's the newly emerged Herald of Death or the various upheavals surrounding the Phantasmoon Games. The Research Society of Happy Smiles will handle them appropriately. Or perhaps, after all this, you too have felt that yearning within your hearts.
I'll pass. But I've got a feeling we'll meet again.
Miss Fullwish, thank you for your cooperation. Hopefully, next time we meet, it won't be like this.
May the Master of Elation watch over all and bless you with the...
Let go of your obsession. Let go of the... You're the one who should be dead, aren't you? Come, join your brothers. Let the gears cry.
Sorry. That day will come. But for now, there are more important things I must do.
What did you say?
Nothing. Never mind. Looks like Fullwish is a much slyer fish than expected. The bait was there. But she ignored it. And instead, she
Quite the opposite, actually. Not only did she take our bait, but she also flat out told us she couldn't care less about the hook.
Oh. Was there something I missed?
The bloody bloom mark from the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. How did she know that?
Well, maybe she has her connections.
So, Mr.
You saw the way she played the crowd. Still.
You're right.
There were people from all walks, judging by their crazed enthusiasm, but...
Mr. Ashvale, coercive interrogation is strictly against the rules. Please refrain from...
Don't get the wrong idea. I meant an old friend that I spotted at the gathering. By the way, ever watch Daybreak Squadron? It's on Sunday nights at 8.
I thought you weren't a TV person.
Not me. Mr. N. He watches it.
Your monkey is quite the child at heart.
Anyway, come on. Let's go get an autograph from our heroic film star.
Is that him?
Shh. Don't interrupt.
What? You lost him?
Not even close.
Hey, why are you two... Oh, we're just two grown-up fans of the Daybreak Squadron trying to get an...
Mr. Ashvale, don't prank me.
Really? Cinderborn, the peacekeeper of our city, vanquisher of evil... Long time no see, Magnus.
You're not here for autographs, are you? I saw you two at the gathering. I don't understand. Why are you... She's been nothing but a kind, lawful person who spreads happiness to others.
You heard about what happened with Sinwish Syndicate, I assume.
Then, was Miss Forwish telling the truth?
The perpetrator left the same signature as the Herald of Death did 15 years ago.
So, did that monster really kill 15 years and he's back? This demon? How many more lives?
Mr. Magnus, you're one of the survivors of the incident, right?
Yes. That monster took my parent, but... What's the Sinwish Syndicate?
Because that Herald of Death was executed 15 years ago. That's for certain. The Sinwish Syndicate case, on the other hand, has copycat written all over it. And Fullwish is a suspect.
So, just because we're survivors, we automatically become suspects? What? Are you gonna interrogate me too?
If that's what you want, Miss Kuchiba...
It doesn't matter if you have a few or 100 questions. I have nothing to say to you. "15 years ago, I was left all alone in this world. The so-called relatives closed in like a pack of hyenas, their eyes fixed solely on the compensation smeared with my parents' blood. Abuse, deception, expulsion. To them, I was nothing more than a walking money bag, an eyesore, a jinx. It was the society that gave me the chance to live the life I have now.
What about the Sinwish Syndicate then? If I recall correctly, they took care of you once. Old Pullwave helped you deal with those relatives.
Listen, Mr. Ashvale, the debt I owe the Sinwish Syndicate will be paid. I will avenge them as a member of the Smile Society.
You're in over your head. The new Herald of Death is very dangerous. I doubt a handful of actors like you can...
You think we're just a couple of kids playing soup? I haven't had my transformation surgery yet.
Boys, let's stay on
I have nothing to say to you either, Miss Kuchiba. Neither of you are getting a word out of me on this.
Well done, Mac.
You're following me?
Not by choice. These IPC dogs made it clear that they intend to frame Miss Foolish. Oh, we're not going to just let this slide.
Would you look at that? The hunters become the hunted.
What does it matter? If someone's looking for a beating, we'll gladly give it to them.
You have 5 minutes for questioning. So make it count, Mr. Asheville. They're all yours.
Let's get this over with then. And if you want to... Fair warning. I'm out of practice. If you get hurt, that's your problem.
Your fists don't hurt at all.
Mr. Asheville, stop!
Time to twirl! This big diamond, it's all yours! Go, go, go! Dispel the gloom, destroy the skies! Time to twirl! I need the west wind, away we go! Time to twirl! Endless riddles, nothing but a boy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Asheville. I have to stop you.
Hooray, Cinderborn! The bringer of justice! Oh, shut up! For justice!
Time to twirl! Open sesame. Watch a crow. Time to twirl! You snooze!
There's something seriously wrong with you all.
Enough! You...
What's the matter, defender of the city? This is the real Phantasmoon Games, Magnus. This is the bloody truth under the 15 years ago, at dusk in this city, the Herald of Death tore people apart, one by one. I know you want to make something out of yourself, like the Trailblazer of the Astral Express, and I know you want to catch the new Herald of Death and crush him like a bug, using the same methods he used against the Sinwish Syndicate. But here's the deal. It's not your duty. And the Eonic game sure isn't a TV show where you get to play. You mentioned a conversion surgery earlier. Are you saying that all Society members underwent some kind of unknown modification? That figures. I was wondering why these people looked like they felt no pain at all. Humming along merrily even as they bled. Nothing to say? Fine by me. 3 minutes left. That's long enough. Time to hurry and get some answers from these people while they're still on the ground.
The laughter.
You have 5 minutes for questioning. So make it count, Mr. Asheville.
Hey, lackey.
Pain should not.
The laughter.
Those who suffer shouldn't exist.
What the heck?
This is... with a prick of the needle, no more than a mosquito's bite. People who have had the surgery, even your body becomes...
So?
I'm not ready yet. But the rest of the squadron had it, and they've all become... They say it's the necessary step to becoming a true superhero that Mr. Ashvale...
The surgery won't make you stronger, nor will it help you get your revenge. These guys on the floor, remember the hesitation and fear you feel in this moment, Magnus. If people simply erase their perception of fear and go now, I have some cleaning up to do.
So, did you,
These people have all been Heck, who knows what method they used. It completely neutralized their ability to say. Is this the kind of treatment that the medical ethics could...
As if. I doubt they...
Which means Fullwish has... The idea was to find the Herald of Death with the leads we had. But here we are, going deeper down an increasingly scarier rabbit hole.
Judging by their voices, these followers don't seem to have any ill intentions. In fact, they sound if all this has nothing to do with the Herald of Death, then it matters little to our investigation. After all, how they pursue happiness is their own choice. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you serious?
It's only human instinct to avoid pain, right? Such avoidance doesn't go against the laws of nature.
Not a crime. Well, my instinct right now is telling me that this definitely has something.
Unfortunately, Mr. Ashvale...
I'm here to follow my senses and dig up whatever's at the bottom of this. And besides, I don't think we need to turn over every stone to figure it out. If the new Herald of Death and Fullwish are connected, we'll be seeing another
You mean... Madame Pearl promised that top-level security would be deployed during the fest, as well as...
And you are staring right at it.
According to Sunday, the crow should lead me to Blade's whereabouts. Since it stopped here, that means...
I wasn't even looking for you. Yet here you are, throwing yourself into the fray. Consider me surprised.
We haven't even settled the score over the mask you stole from the Sinwish Syndicate. And now you're skulking around and following us? What's your deal?
What do you, or should I say, all of you want?
General Yao Guang of Yu Chui has come to this world and is looking for you. Dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. In her divination, you will become a slave to your own violence, bringing a catastrophic end to all. I am in that future as well. The only violence within you that comes to my mind is Shuhu. The emanator of abundance who resurrected time and time again. The monster who turned planets into living beings and merged billions of people into... The Xianzhou fears that he is using your body to resurrect himself.
So, what's your plan? Kill me again.
Oh my. Things are getting a little heated. Should I get you both slushies?
Thank you.
I'll pass.
While General Yao Guang's divination may foretell a death battle between us, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the only interpretation. My experiences on the Express have shown me time and time again that even fates set in stone. I have no intention of getting into a quarrel with you, but I need to make sure that the presence of the Stellaron hunters won't endanger my companions. Thus, I must know your purpose here, Blade. What has Destiny's slave?
He stated this trip would be connected to death.
Should I congratulate?
Much obliged. In my experience, it's best not to get your hopes up too soon. However, the General's divination isn't entirely baseless. Ever since my arrival here, there's another power here beckoning me.
Is there another form of abundance in the world besides you?
Perhaps there is more.
Are you referring to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the Elixir Seekers?
Something far more dangerous.
Do they have support from other factions?
Unclear.
As such, I'll keep an eye on you until everything settles. Just like you did in the past. That's as far as I'll go.
Did you two just agree to some weird collaboration?
I'll leave that matter in your hands, Silverwolf.
I don't get it. That good-for-nothing detective didn't even blink an...
There are things only he can get done.
Hey, you two. Why the long faces? On land, bless.
Come on, smile. Whether you're hungry or full, poor or rich, the laughter is with you. Which...
Thank you, but I'll pass. Another one? How many people have been talking to us about happiness?
Well, 6 exact. Locals say ever since the Sinwish Syndicate case, this research...
That gang's fall left a power vacuum, and the Research Society of Happy Smiles filled it like a fast-growing fungus. Even those who were once resistant or indifferent got swept up in it.
I think I'm starting to get a better picture now. Is this what...
Not only me. It might also be tied to the ominous fate General Yao Guang a few days ago, when I used the tuning power to help her intervene at Spark's...
Strange.
Yes. Cheerful, happy laughter echoing in their heads.
Oh, without those gangsters, this street's much cleaner.
The so-called voice of Aha those society recruiters claim to hear?
Whatever that is, it's from the moment I set foot on this street. I've been using my tuning ability to sense the residents' minds. Miss Tingyun, allow me to correct you. Those connect. Each of them carries the same sound. Identical laughter. Looping and...
Mind control?
Are you trying to say that this is tied to the harmony?
My apologies. I dare not make such wild assumptions.
No, this isn't the work of any tuner. It feels like a barrier. Born from the human mind, it's like a worn-out tape recorder hidden deep in the subconscious. Repeating the same thing.
So...
Wherever this laughter comes from, causing so many people to self-deceive in perfect unison while enduring beneath these calm waters. The undercurrents of fun.
The bad news just keeps coming. Dan Heng's gone off on his own, and Madame Yao's completely...
The bird I entrusted to General Yao Guang has seemingly gone silent. I can't share its vision anymore. I can't even feel her thoughts through it, but I know it hasn't faded. That means she's still in this war.
Let's pray she returns soon, with some news to pierce through all this fog.
Blurry QR cult? That's an unusual name.
Why would the author of Fluffy Across the Blue have such a pen name? name often says a lot about its someone who can draw something. I heard the Fluffy's been running for half a year in a magazine. At first it wasn't, but after that memory bubble movie, A Holy Grail Stay Night, old Odie produced, became a massive hit. The Astral Express's adventure stories spread far and wide, and the Fluffy started gaining popularity. Now the latest chapter, The Sacred Flames Return, Amphorius's creation, is sold out everywhere. This cult sure knows a lot about our journey. Must be a galactic fan of... Aw, come on. Whatever happened to trust? According to the address the Perlux employee gave us, it looks like we've arrived...
For such a small place, Dovebrook District is really full.
Turn left at the first intersection, then turn right. The Furbobo Weekly... Oh, don't tell me the author of the Fluffy is actually a Furbo. Come on, let's go upstairs.